This is the Joey Jones Show, brought to you by Mugshots Grill and Bar.
And welcome to the Joey Jones Show, presented by Mugshots Grill and Bar on Airport Boulevard. Pat Greenwood along with the head coach Joey Jones. Thanks for watching on this Saturday morning. And coach, a gut-wrenching loss coming out of San Marcos, Texas. Biggest question coming out of that is how have the kids responded this week?
They've responded really well, and it was a gut-wrenching loss. Yeah. There's no way to paint a better picture than that. So, you know, when you kind of got the game toward the end of the game, you're up, and we don't finish the game. But there was a lot of things that happened before that we could have done to win the game beforehand. But our kids are in good spirits right now, and they're a lot more resilient probably than we are as coaches. And after a couple of days, they were fine. And I told them earlier in the week, listen, the team that responds to adversity the best is going to win this ball game. So yeah. I think that if we've taken that approach, and there's really have no other option than to do that.
Right. Well, let's take you to Bobcat Stadium and show you what happened last Saturday as the Jags took on Texas State in a conference ball game. We came out of the gate slowly. We're down 7-0. Their second drive, though, check out Terrell Pregel, a huge hit on the incomplete pass there, and that's followed by Montavious Williams with the sack. They were able to move the ball in the first half. That option was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's just hard to get used to early in the game till you get the feel of that option game. You know, not many people run that type of offense anymore.
Right. But still, the offense finally gets moving late in the second. Ross to West Saxon for 23 yards, sets up a field goal, and we're down 14-3 at halftime. A big turning point in the second half. Montel Gardner jumps the route. He's got a 35-yard interception return. We set up shop at the 3-yard line, and then Ross able to punch it in from there. 14-10, Texas State. Seeing signs of life here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that got us rolling, and we were on a comeback at that point.
And set up a wild fourth quarter that saw two teams combine for 34 points. 17-10 Texas State with Chris Denham, his longest run of the night. That looks good. 32 yards there. He had 50 on the day. He gets 11 more on the next play, and then Ross going across the middle to Shavarez Smith. 13-yard touchdown, and we are tied at 17. But with 7.5 to go, we are just getting started. We are down 10 after a pick of the points, after a field goal as well. But here we go, the Ross to Danny show. This completion for 13 yards, and then this 42-yarder to pull within 3. And those two just had a connection in the fourth quarter.
It really did. Danny goes up over the top and makes a great catch right there and kind of get us back in the ball game.
Well, we give up a field goal with 2.5 to play. Takes us less than a minute to make our first lead of the day. Great pass again from Matheny to Woodson. Drops it in perfectly. You can't ask for a better pass there.
Right. No doubt.
So 31-30, but they convert a 4th and 24, sets them up in field goal range, and there is your game winner with 10 seconds on the clock. It is Texas State with a 33-31 win. Now, our camera view was blocked, and I don't know if I'd want to watch it anyway again.
Right.
But the 4th and 24, just one of those plays that they just made a play. Is that accurate?
Well, you know, you want to feel like that we can make a play to stop them
yeah.
from making a play in that situation, especially the advantage is in your side, and so we call timeout, got them all set up. And you know, we did knock the ball down.
Yeah. Now, bottom line though is we're 4 losses by a total of 11 points. A lot of different ways you can look at that. One of the ways though is that look, we're playing with anybody, and that's Tennessee, that's Texas State, you name it. We're playing with anybody out there.
Right, we are, and that's the positive thing. We're a much better team. There's no doubt about it. We've made a lot of improvements, and we're not playing what I call dumb football right now, where we're having a ton of penalties, turning the ball over, and so we've made a lot of improvements. We're much better on offense than we were last year, and so we're better. But you want to win those games,
right.
And the thing is, if we win 2 or 3 of them, we're sitting there at 6-2 or whatever it might be, and sitting there in great shape, and we'll probably have one of those miracle seasons. But that's a fine line between winning and losing. Sometimes you got to find a way to get it done.
Absolutely. Well, the beauty is we get a chance to play another conference game. We get to play this one at home, and we get to play it immediately. We don't have a bye week to stew on this. We get a chance to play a pretty good conference team in Arkansas State tonight. So we'll see what they bring to the field in just a couple of minutes. But as we head to break, as we always do, let's do a little South Alabama trivia. When is the last time Arkansas State lost a conference road game? We'll talk about that when we get back on the Joey Jones Show on UTV 44.